Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Homeo Target classes. And today we will read endocrinology, mainly the growth hormone. So, before I proceed to the growth hormone, let us first see the normal physiology from where it comes, what is the structure, what are the parts of that structure. So, your growth hormone comes from the pituitary gland, which is also known as the master gland. So, this question can be asked, which is the master gland? So, master gland is pituitary gland. Also, another fact that you have to remember, it is the smallest gland of the body. Smallest gland, but the master gland. Then, whole of the pituitary glands, it hangs by a stalk from the hypothalamus. बिकॉज ये हाइपोथैलेमस से कैसे अटैच्ड है फ्रॉम this stalk helps or it hangs the pituitary gland from the hypothalamus, and the area from where it hangs, this area, it is known as median eminence. So the part of the stalk from where the pituitary gland is hanging from the hypothalamus, that is known as the median eminence. Now pituitary gland ये कहाँ पे रहता है, ये क्वेश्चन भी आता है. So it is located in the sella turcica. This sella turcica, it is the part of the sphenoid bone, superior surface of the sphenoid bone. So it lodges inside the sphenoid bone, and that part is known as your sella turcica. तो ये क्वेश्चन आता है, पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड इज लोकेटेड इन, सो इट इज द सेला टर्सिका वेयर इट रिसाइड्स, एंड सेला टर्सिका कहाँ पे है, सुपीरियर सरफेस ऑफ स्फेनॉइड बोन. Then sphenoid bone, let us see what is sphenoid bone. Sphenoid bone is one of the 8 bones which form your calvarium. Calvarium जो स्कल का जो पार्ट है, क्रेनियम, उसमें 8 बोन्स होती है, उसमें से एक बोन है योर sphenoid bone. So what are the other bones? Can anyone tell me? Apart from sphenoid bone, what are the other bones of cranium? So cranium is made up of your 8 bones. It is made up of 8 bones, out of which your 2 are paired, 2 bones are paired, and 4 are unpaired. 4 bones are unpaired. So sphenoid comes under your unpaired bones. So what are the other 3 unpaired bones? और क्या क्या 3 यहाँ पे हैं? Can anyone tell me?
मैम occipital bone और ethmoid bone.
Yes, occipital is correct and ethmoid. और एक क्या
Ethmoid
है?
bone.
One more
Frontal
is there.
also. Frontal.
Very good.
मैम
Frontal.
unpair.
Yes, frontal. So unpaired याद रखना है. Frontal, sphenoid, occipital and ethmoid. And what are the 2 paired?
Parietal and temporal.
Very good. Parietal and temporal. So ये 8 bones मिलके बनाती है your cranium. And there are other 14 bones which are the facial bones. Which are the facial bones. तो total जो हमारा head और face area है, उसमें total head bones are 22 bones, जिसमें से 8 bones है cranium की and 14 bones are the facial bones. Okay, so this categorization you have to remember. Now your pituitary gland is divided into 2 parts. You have the anterior pituitary and you have the posterior pituitary. Anterior pituitary and posterior pituitary. Anterior pituitary में 3 parts आते हैं, pars tuberalis, pars intermedia. This is the division जो anterior posterior को divide करा, and you have pars distalis. These are the parts of anterior pituitary. Parts of posterior pituitary, it includes the infundibular stalk and pars nervosa. तो posterior में 2 parts है, pars nervosa and infundibular stalk, whereas anterior pituitary comprises of the 3 parts, that is pars tuberalis, intermedia and distalis. So ये भी हमें याद रखना है. Then pituitary gland is situated very close to your optic chiasma. This is the optic chiasma, this crossing where the nerve fibers, optic nerve fibers are crossing from the left to right. So right eyes के fibers left brain में जा रहे हैं and left eye के fibers राइट ब्रेन में जा रहा है. सो दिस क्रॉसिंग पोर्शन इज नोन एज ऑप्टिक कैजमा. तो क्योंकि हमारा पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड ऑप्टिक कैजमा के बहुत पास सिचुएटेड है, सो एनी ट्यूमर ऑफ द पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड will produce a pressure over the optic chiasma. तो इसकी वजह से you will be having some eye symptoms. ठीक है, blindness भी हो सकती है. तो visual symptoms will be there if there is any pituitary tumor. Now anterior pituitary कहाँ से develop होता है, ये question आता है. So when you were in the embryological stage, जब बच्चा develop हो रहा था, so there was a structure known as Rathke's pouch. So this is the embryonal structure from where the anterior pituitary develops. So anterior pituitary develops from the Rathke's pouch, whereas the posterior pituitary is the direct extension of the hypothalamus gland. Now anterior pituitary is also known as adenohypophysis और उसके तीन पार्ट्स थे, pars distalis, intermedialis and one more. And it is comprising of two types of cells, chromophobe cells and chromophil cells. Chromo you all know, chromo means color, phobe means जो डरते हैं, phobia. So these cells are not taking any color whenever you are doing the staining. So chromophobe cells are not taking any color and these are the non-secretory cells. मतलब यहाँ से कोई hormones नहीं आता है. But chromophil cells, fill means dissolving, so they take up the stain and they secrete hormones. So anterior pituitary के कौन से cell से hormone आता है, that you should know. It comes from the chromophil cells of the anterior pituitary. Now chromophil cells again they are of two types, acidophil and basophil. Acidophil से दो hormones आते हैं, growth hormone and prolactin. Whereas basophils secrete your ACTH, TSH, FSH and luteinizing hormone. So basophils से चार hormones आते हैं and acidophilic cells से only two hormones are coming, namely growth hormone and prolactin. Then hormones secreted from anterior pituitary are protein in nature. So they are made up of amino acid. They are proteinaceous in nature. So ये क्वेश्चन भी आ सकता है, स्टेटमेंट वाले क्वेश्चन में ये लाइन आ सकती है. सो एंटीरियर पिट्यूटरी के जितने भी हॉर्मोन्स है दे आर पेप्टाइड इन नेचर और प्रोटीन इन नेचर. नाउ पोस्टीरियर पिट्यूटरी, इसका दूसरा नाम क्या है, न्यूरोहाइपोफाइसिस, एंड इट डेवलप्स फ्रॉम द इनफंडिबुला और थर्ड वेंट्रिकल और डायंसिफेलॉन. तो सबके एम्ब्रायोनिक स्ट्रक्चर्स हमें याद होने चाहिए. एंटीरियर पिट्यूटरी डेवलप्स फ्रॉम द Rathke's pouch and posterior pituitary is the direct extension of hypothalamus or it develops from the infundibulum or third ventricle or diencephalon. Then posterior pituitary में herring bodies are seen. So what is the function of this herring body? They store the hormones. क्योंकि posterior pituitary से you know no hormone is secreted. Posterior pituitary में सिर्फ store होते हैं hormones. तो कहाँ पे store होंगे? These herring bodies are the structure where the hormone is stored. ठीक है, posterior pituitary के herring bodies में hormones are stored. Then कैसे ये hormones पहुंचते हैं posterior pituitary में? Okay, they reach through the hypothalamic hypophyseal tract. These are the nerve fibers जो कि hypothalamus से posterior pituitary में extend कर रहे हैं. And this tract is known as hypothalamic hypophyseal tract, जहाँ से कि सारे hormones from the hypothalamus are coming and getting stored in the herring bodies of posterior pituitary. Now there are no glandular cells as you know, and क्या है यहाँ पे? They are containing pituicytes, and these pituicytes means cells of pituitary. They are neuroglia-like. They are like the nerve cells, but they do not secrete any hormone. And hypothalamus synthesizes oxytocin and ADH or vasopressin, which is getting stored in the posterior pituitary. Then this table you have to remember. This is very important. Anterior and posterior pituitary hormone. So anterior pituitary, you know, they have acidophilic cells and basophilic cells. Acidophilic में दो hormones थे, growth hormone and prolactin. But growth hormone is secreted by somatotroph cells. So acidophilic में जो somatotroph cells है, they are secreting growth hormone. Then acidophilic में ही lactotrophs है, those are secreting prolactin. Then basophilic में gonadotrophs are secreting FSH and LH. Thyrotrophs are secreting thyroid stimulating hormone, and corticotroph cells are secreting ACTH, adrenocorticotropic hormone. And posterior pituitary is just storing the oxytocin and vasopressin or ADH. Then our main topic, that is growth hormone or somatotrophin. Somatotrophin नाम क्यों है? Because it is secreted from the somatotroph cells. Then growth hormone, it is also called as diabetogenic hormone because इसका glucose regulation में function है, that we will learn in this class only. And major role इसका है in the growth and metabolism. So what are its effect over growth? So we will read one by one. First is bone पे इसका क्या effect है? So before the union of epiphyseal cartilage, growth hormone, what it does, it increases the longitudinal length of the bone. Suppose this is the bone. So इसको longitudinally upward and downward growth करने में help करता है growth hormone. But before the union of epiphyseal cartilage. This is the epiphyseal cartilage. This is the epiphyseal cartilage and this is the epiphysis. This is the growing end of the bone. This is metaphysis. Metaphysis क्या करता है? जो shaft of the bone है और epiphysis इन दोनों का pressure bear करता है metaphysis. और बीच में है तुम्हारा epiphyseal plate और growth plate और epiphyseal cartilage. So ये जो है immediately fuse नहीं होती है. जब तक body की proper growth नहीं होगी, it is not getting fused. So puberty तक this is not getting fused. और ये fuse क्यों नहीं हो रही है? Because the bone is growing. Once ये plate अगर fuse हो जाएगी, so further growth of the bone will be stopped. So growth hormone क्या करता है? Before the union of epiphyseal cartilage, it is increasing the longitudinal length of the bone. So if there is excess of growth hormone before puberty, तो क्या होगा? That condition is known as gigantism. So before puberty अगर growth hormone ज़्यादा है, so that condition will be called gigantism. And if the growth hormone is lacking before puberty, if there is lack of or deficiency of the growth hormone, then there will be dwarfism. But अगर क्या हुआ? Puberty has been attained. That means epiphyseal cartilage जो है वो बंद हो चुका है. And after that there is excess of growth hormone. So that condition will be known as acromegaly. So what we have seen, before the closure of this, before the fusion of this epiphyseal plate, the bone will grow in the longitudinal direction. But अभी क्या हुआ? This fusion has occurred because puberty has been achieved. So what will happen? अब longitudinal growth तो नहीं हो पाएगी. So the girth of the bone will increase. So bone will increase in the sideways. So that is the condition which is happening in acromegaly. So acromegaly में longitudinal growth is not happening. There is increase in the girth of the bone. So the diameter of the bone will be getting increased in case of acromegaly. So this is the structure of the bone which I have already showed you. Now soft tissues में growth hormone क्या करेगा? It promotes mitosis. That means there will be increase in the number of the cells of the soft tissue. So growth of the muscle will happen if there will be more growth hormone. और normally भी growth hormone क्या करता है? Muscle का bulk increase कराता है. Now third action is over the metabolism. So carbohydrate में it produces hyperglycemia. It produces increased blood sugar level. So initially what happens is growth hormone क्या करता है? पहले blood sugar को कम करता है. कैसे? वो सारे ग्लूकोज को पेरिफेरल टिश्यू में भेज देगा, मसल्स में भेज देगा. But after some time what will happen? The tissue will say I don't want more sugar. टिश्यू क्या बोलेगा? मसल क्या बोलेगी कि अब बहुत हो गया, पेट भर गया, I don't want more sugar. So all the sugar will be coming again inside the blood. So it will increase the blood sugar level. So that is how your growth hormone is increasing the blood sugar level and causing hyperglycemia. Next is on fat. Fat पे initially it inhibits lipolysis, means fat breakdown को रोकता है. But after some time again it causes lipolysis. So lipolysis होगा तो there will be release of free fatty acids into the plasma. Fat breakdown होता तो क्या निकलता है? Free fatty acids. Then on protein, it is helping in the protein synthesis. ठीक है, प्रोटीन बनाने में हेल्प करता है. How? It causes increased amino acid uptake. अमीनो एसिड का अपटेक को बढ़ाएगा and it helps in the protein synthesis. Then the control of growth hormone secretion. कब इसको कम होना है, कब इसको ज़्यादा होना है, that you have to see. So all the control goes to the hypothalamus. Hypothalamus से दो hormones आते हैं, namely somatostatin and somatokinin. Somatostatin क्या करता है? It is also known as growth hormone, inhibitory hormone. Growth hormone की secretion को कम करता है. So it inhibits the growth hormone secretion. Next is your somatokinin, which is a growth hormone releasing hormone. ये क्या करता है? Growth hormone secretion को promote करता है. It stimulates the growth hormone secretion. So somatostatin inhibiting growth hormone secretion and somatokinin, it is increasing the growth hormone secretion. It is stimulating or promoting the growth hormone secretion. Now this chart you have to remember. First क्या होगा? Hypothalamus से GHRH आएगा, that is growth hormone releasing hormone, that is somatokinin जो अभी हमने पढ़ा. And what this somatokinin or growth hormone releasing hormone, it will act over the somatotrophs, that is the acidophilic cells of the anterior pituitary, जिसमें somatotrophs पे mainly ये काम करेगा. And it will cause the release of growth hormone from the pituitary gland. Now where this growth hormone will go? This growth hormone will go to the liver. ये कहाँ जाएगा? Liver में जाएगा. And it will cause the release of IGF-1. Liver से क्या निकलेगा? Insulin like growth factor 1. It is also known as somatomedin C. ठीक है, ये नाम याद रखना है. Somatomedin C, which is nothing but the another name for IGF-1, that is insulin like growth factor 1, and it is coming from your liver. तो ये सब क्या है? Stimulatory effects for the release of growth hormone. Then there is another hormone from the stomach, that is ghrelin. Ghrelin also acts over the anterior pituitary, somatotrophs of anterior pituitary, and cause the release of growth hormone. ये हो गया growth hormone कैसे निकलता है. अब कम कैसे होगा? IGF निकल गया, so IGF will be increased. Now this will give the negative feedback. तो IGF खुद ही negative feedback दे रहा है to anterior pituitary as well as to the hypothalamus. और hypothalamus से जो somatostatin आता है वो भी दे रहा है negative feedback. So these two hormones are causing the inhibition of growth hormone. एक तो IGF-1 and somatostatin from hypothalamus. तो दोनों ही याद रखना. This is very important for the regulation of growth hormone. Now what are the actions of growth hormone? We have already read, but the action is divided into two parts. Direct actions है और indirect action. So direct action of growth hormone is just anti-insulin like. Insulin जो करता है उसके opposite काम करेगा. So growth hormone causes decreased insulin sensitivity. इंसुलिन की सेंसिटिविटी को कम कर देगा. इसलिए क्या होता है? हाइपरग्लाइसीमिया. इंसुलिन रहता है तो हाइपरग्लाइसीमिया नहीं हो सकता. तो ग्रोथ हार्मोन रहेगा तो क्या होगा? हाइपरग्लाइसीमिया. Then it causes protein synthesis, as we all know. Then very important, it also causes sodium retention and lipolysis. जिसकी वजह से क्या हो रहा था? Free fatty acids were getting released. Now indirect action किसके थ्रू होगा? Through the IGF-1 or your somatomedin C, that is causing anti-lipolytic. ये lipolysis को रोकेगा. ठीक है, जो फैट ब्रेक डाउन हो रहा है उसको कम करेगा. प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस को प्रमोट करता है and it promotes the epiphyseal growth. So bone growth is mainly through the IGF-1 ग्रोथ हार्मोन, उसके बाद जो IGF निकलता है लिवर से उसके थ्रू मेनली बोन ग्रोथ हो रही है. सो डायरेक्ट एक्शंस एंड इनडायरेक्ट एक्शन, दो चीज हमें याद रखनी है. Next, this is again very important. What are the factors which cause increased secretion of growth hormone and what are the factors which cause decreased secretion of growth hormone? So, growth hormone will be increased during sleep, deep sleep, when there is stage 3 and stage 4 of non-rapid eye movement sleep. Then hypoglycemia, ग्लूकोज कम होगा तो growth hormone will increase because growth hormone का काम क्या है, ग्लूकोज को बढ़ाना. So if there is glucose less in the body, so growth hormone will be released. In case of anxiety, growth hormone is increased. Then again in case of starvation or fasting, और अगर प्रोटीन डेफिशिएंसी है तो भी ग्रोथ हार्मोन इंक्रीज हो जाएगा. Then in case of trauma, stress, excitement and exercise, then testosterone and estrogen in the body also increase the growth hormone. Then what are the factors which decrease growth hormone? If the blood sugar is already high, if there is hyperglycemic state, so growth hormone को आने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है, तो उसका काम ऑलरेडी हो रखा है, तो growth hormone will not come. Then obesity decreases growth hormone. Somatostatin, you all know it is having inhibitory action. इसका काम ही क्या है, growth hormone को कम करना. Then कोई अलग से बाहर से अगर कोई growth hormone ले रहा है तो body का growth hormone will be decreased. Then somatomedins, you all know IGF-1 जो अभी हमने देखा, उसका काम क्या है, growth hormone को कम करना. And also the cortisols will decrease the growth hormone levels. Then effects of hypersecretion, you know, gigantism before puberty, after puberty होगा तो acromegaly, और अगर hyposecretion होगा तो that condition is known as dwarfism or pituitary dwarf. Then gigantism, it is due to the excess production of growth hormone before the fusion of epiphyseal end of the bone. This we have already learnt. Then ग्रोथ हार्मोन का डायबिटोजेनिक एक्शन है बिकॉज इट कॉजेज हाइपरग्लाइसीमिया, ब्लड में ग्लूकोज बढ़ाता है एंड यूरिन में ग्लूकोज निकाल देगा, ग्लाइकोसूरिया. विसरोमेगाली, all the viscera's internal organs will be increased in size, like liver enlargement. Cardiomegaly will be there. Then cardiovascular damage will be there. अर्ली प्यूबर्टी हो जाएगी ग्रोथ हार्मोन ज्यादा रहेगा तो, एंड एक्सेस लिबिडो, एक्सेस सेक्सुअल डिजायर विल बी देयर. Basal metabolic rate will be high, but no mental retardation. Mentally, the IQ will be okay in case of gigantism. Then next condition is your acromegaly. ये कब होगा, जब puberty के बाद, after the epiphyseal plates gets fused or closed, उसके बाद अगर growth hormone ज़्यादा निकलता है, so that condition is known as acromegaly. So it will affect the adults because it is coming after puberty. Then how you will remember, A for adults and A for acromegaly. Then acromegaly क्यों हो रही है, because there is some tumor, there is some macroadenoma of the pituitary gland which is secreting excess of the growth hormone. ठीक है, और ये macroadenoma किसका होगा, mainly of the somatotrophic cells which are secreting growth hormone. growth hormone secreting cells का अगर tumor हो गया, so that will result in your acromegaly. देन और क्या कॉज हो सकता है, देर इज अ एक्टोपिक ट्यूमर, लाइक पेनक्रियास के आइलेट सेल का ट्यूमर है, सो दैट कैन ऑल्सो सिक्रीट ग्रोथ हार्मोन. देन ग्रोथ हार्मोन रिलीजिंग हार्मोन सिक्रीटिंग हाइपोथैलेमिक ट्यूमर. हाइपोथैलेमस में ट्यूमर है, स्पेशली दैट एरिया फ्रॉम वेयर द ग्रोथ हार्मोन रिलीजिंग हार्मोन इज कमिंग. Then excess of growth hormone releasing hormone may also cause acromegaly because of chronic stimulation of somatotrophic cells. अगर यहाँ पे growth hormone releasing hormone ज़्यादा होगा body में, so it will keep on stimulating the somatotrophic cells of your anterior pituitary. और somatotrophic cells क्या release करते हैं, growth hormone. So growth hormone will increase and it will cause acromegaly. देन कोई एक्टोपिक ट्यूमर है, ग्रोथ हार्मोन रिलीजिंग हार्मोन एक्टोपिक ट्यूमर, जैसे कि ग्रोथ हार्मोन का एक एक्टोपिक ट्यूमर है पेनक्रियाज में, ऐसे ही ब्रोंकस में हो सकता है ग्रोथ हार्मोन रिलीजिंग हार्मोन एक्टोपिक ट्यूमर. So all these can result in acromegaly. Then what are the signs for acromegaly? Organomegaly होगा, but except brain. Brain will not be enlarged in case of acromegaly. Then frontal bossing will be there. जो forehead है उसका थोड़ा projected होगा. Prognathism. Prognathism means the lower jaw will be protruding. ठीक है, lower jaw आगे होगा. Then the upper jaw. Coarse facial features. उसके जो facial features है, they will not be sharp. You can see in the figure. इसका forehead कैसा है, eyes एक drooping है, एक exophthalmic eye है. So the features will not be very prominent or sharp. There will be coarse facial features. Then widened space between the lower incisor. Incisors के बीच में you can see there is spacing. So that is a feature of acromegaly. Then spade like hands. You can see this instrument. ये जो instrument है इसको spade बोलते हैं. So the hands will become like this, as you can see in the figure. Then increased heel pad thickness. Heel के pad की thickness increase हो जाएगी because of the excess growth hormone. Macroglossia, enlargement of the tongue will be there, and macroglossia is also found in your Down syndrome and acromegaly. Then arrow-headed or spade-falling sign. ये जो spade like hands है, if you will do an X-ray, so what you will see, ये spade जैसा sign हमें phalanx में दिखेगा. So that is known as arrow-headed sign or spade-phalanx sign, which is seen in case of acromegaly. Now what are the other symptoms? Those were the main features. Other symptoms और क्या हो सकता है? Carpal tunnel syndrome can be there, क्योंकि बोन ज्यादा ग्रोथ होगी तो median nerve compress हो सकती है. Carpal tunnel is due to the compression of median nerve. So there can be carpal tunnel. Then enlarged nasal sinuses, तो sinusitis हो सकता है. Secondary diabetes, क्योंकि इसका काम क्या है? Blood sugar बढ़ाना. So secondary diabetes can be there. Cardiac enlargement in cardiomegaly is due to direct pituitary action on the heart. Then galactoria will be there. Decreased libido. ध्यान रखना acromegaly में libido is decreased, but gigantism में libido is increased. Sexual desire is increased in gigantism. It is decreased in acromegaly. Then acanthosis nigricans may also be there. The skin है वो thick हो जाएगी and it will be leather-like, thick leather-like brownish. That is acanthosis nigricans. Then due to the pressure of the adenoma, visual field defect will be there. मैंने क्लास के स्टार्टिंग में ही बताया था, क्योंकि पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड जो है ऑप्टिक काइजम के बहुत क्लोजली सिचुएटेड है. सो देयर विल बी विजुअल फील्ड डिफेक्ट्स. और एक्रोमेगैली में जो विजुअल फील्ड डिफेक्ट दिखेगा दैट इज नोन एज बाइटेम्पोरल हेमीएनोपिया. टेम्पल साइड के विजन लॉस हो जाएंगे. ठीक है, द आउटर पार्ट ऑफ द आई विल नॉट बी एबल टू सी. So loss of vision of the outer half is known as bitemporal hemianopia. Then what is the confirmatory test for acromegaly? It is glucose induced growth hormone suppression test. So first what you will do, पहले screening test में क्या करना है? IGF-1 levels, insulin like growth factors, that is the screening test. Very important. What is the screening test for acromegaly? That is IGF-1. कंफर्मेटरी टेस्ट क्या होगा? ग्लूकोज इंड्यूस्ड ग्रोथ हार्मोन सप्रेशन टेस्ट. इसमें क्या करते हैं? पेशेंट को 75 ग्राम ऑफ ओरल ग्लूकोज इज गिवन एंड यू विल चेक द ग्रोथ हार्मोन लेवल्स आफ्टर 1 आवर. सो आफ्टर 1 आवर अगर लेवल्स आर लेस देन 1 नैनोग्राम पर ml then it is normal. If it is more than 1 nanogram per ml then it confirms the diagnosis of acromegaly. Or more than 40 nanogram, then that means it is a very poor prognostic case. ठीक है, very poor prognosis. Confirmatory is more than 1 and normal is less than 1 nanogram per ml. Units याद रखना, very important. Nanogram per ml 1. Less than 1 is normal, then more than 1 is confirmatory and more than 40 is poor prognosis. Then dwarfism क्या है? It is the hyposecretion or undersecretion of growth hormone during the growth years, जिसकी वजह से क्या होगा? The bone growth will be slowed down. एंड द एपिफाइजल प्लेट्स जो है वो बहुत जल्दी क्लोज हो जाएंगी बिफोर द एक्चुअल और नॉर्मल हाइट इज रीच्ड। वो अपना पूरा फुल हाइट ग्रोथ होने से पहले ही एपिफाइजल plates will be closed. Why? Because the growth hormone is insufficient. What are the causes for insufficiency? Again, if there is a tumor of chromosomes, and this tumor, what it is doing, it is compressing or destroying the cells which secrete the growth hormone. Then deficiency of growth hormone releasing hormone from hypothalamus. Hypothalamus से ही releasing hormone कम है तो growth hormone नहीं निकल पाएगा. Deficiency of IGF-1 insulin like growth factor 1 क्योंकि उसी का मेन काम था एपिफाइजल ग्रोथ. तो अगर IGF-1 या सोमेटोमेटिन C कम होगा तो that will result in dwarfism. Then if the acidophilic cells undergo atrophy or degeneration, and if there is panhypopituitarism means जितने भी हॉर्मोन्स है ऑफ हाइपोथैलेमस एज वेल एज पिट्यूटरी वो सब कम रिलीज हो रहे. So that will also cause your dwarfism, but features of other hormone deficiency will also be there. Dwarfism के साथ साथ other hormone deficiency के features भी होंगे in case of panhypopituitarism क्योंकि इसमें pituitary plus hypothalamus दोनों के ही hormones कम है. Then what are the signs and symptoms? Stunted skeletal growth will be there, bone growth stunted हो जाएगी, कम हो जाएगी. एडल्ट एज होने के बावजूद भी मैक्सिमम हाइट जो ड्वार्फिज्म पर्सन अचीव कर सकता है दैट इज अबाउट 3 feet ओनली. सो द मैक्सिमम हाइट एट द एडल्ट एज इज अबाउट 3 feet ओनली. डिफरेंट बॉडी पार्ट्स का प्रोपोर्शन विल बी नॉर्मल. ऐसा नहीं है कि एक हाथ लंबा होगा और एक हाथ छोटा. प्रोपोर्शन इज नॉर्मल. ओनली हेड इज स्लाइटली लार्जर देन द बॉडी. बॉडी के रिलेशन में हेड साइज विल अपीयर मोर. No deformities will be there and no mental retardation will be there. Okay, there will be no mental retardation in case of pituitary dwarf or dwarfism. But my question is, if there is a dwarf patient, there is a dwarf person, plus there is mental retardation. So what you will think for the differential diagnosis?
Tuberous sclerosis.
No.
Cretinism.
Very good. That is cretinism. ठीक है, deficiency of thyroid hormones. Cretinism. Cretinism baby is dwarf as well as mentally retarded. Okay, thank you everyone. That's all for today. And you all can leave your feedback in the group or you can message me personally. How well do you like the class or you don't like the class? You can tell me. Okay.